Did you know that Yorkshire is England's largest county? It also lies in one of the best places to live and visit. York is a wonderful and quaint city filled with that classic charm that you can only find in the north. One of the best things about York is that it's a small city, meaning that you can get anywhere you want to go on foot. There is plenty of rich history to learn about, stunning buildings to see, and amazing sights to take in. York has something to offer for the entire family. Keep listening to our ultimate guide to the best things to see and do in the wonderful city of York. The Shambles. In York, you won't want to miss out on Britain's prettiest street, the Shambles. This street is filled with small corridors, overhanging buildings that are tightly packed, and cobblestone streets. It is definitely a sight to see and an atmosphere you will want to experience. Back in medieval times, it was known as the Street of Butchers, and some buildings date back as far as the 14th century. If you look closely at some of the shops, you can still see the meat hooks that the butchers used. When visiting York around Christmas time, you will definitely want to make your way over to the Shambles. There are lots of beautiful glittering balls, fake snow, and lots of Christmas decorations. It is one of the York traditions that you won't want to miss out on. The Ouse. If you want to experience a bit of nature on your stroll through York, then the Ouse is the place to go. The Ouse is York's river which cuts through the city and is beautiful to walk along. This one place that will have you ready to pack up and move to York if you don't already live there. Besides walking along the river to see some amazing views, you can also take boat tours or cruises down the river. You can choose from an early tour to see the sunrise, midday to see the sights, or even an evening tour to see the beautiful sunset. These boat tours are especially fun because they come with a fully stocked bar. The York Viking Centre. Are you looking for a fully immersive experience for the entire family in York? The York Viking Centre is the perfect way to spend your day, as it's one of the most popular attractions in the United Kingdom. This museum helps visitors learn about Viking life in the city as if it were AD 960. It's filled with lifelike mannequins and dioramas which help to explain what happened. Guests will ride through the museum in small carriages. You will experience the sights, sounds, and even smells from what went on in the city for the Vikings. You can even watch real actors portray Viking scenes and ask any questions that you might want to know about Viking life from back then. Make sure that you pre-book your tickets online for this awesome experience. The York Minster. Right in the heart of York's city centre, you will find the York Minster, a magnificent Gothic-style cathedral. The York Minster contains more stained glass windows than any other cathedral in all of England. One great thing about visiting the York Minster is that daily tours are free. You can learn all about the history of this marvellous building and the culture of York's religion. When attending a service, you can even get the chance to hear the Minster organ and choir perform. If you have the energy and stamina, then you should walk up the 275 steps to the viewpoint in the cathedral. Here you can see the city of York as well as gargoyles and maybe even peregrine falcons on top of the cathedral. York's city walls. Another one of our favourite things to do in York is to walk the city walls. These walls were built back in the medieval times and stretch nearly 2 miles along with the city. There are 4 different spots in the city that you can enter the walls known as bars. Most people usually just walk through one section of the wall, but if you want to walk the entire length it would take you about 2 hours. The walls are quiet and peaceful to walk through. You should know that not all sections of the wall are enclosed. Make sure that if you bring children with you that you keep them close by. Be sure to watch your step as well even when admiring the view. There can be unexpected stairs or steps throughout your journey. The York Castle Museum. York is filled with amazing places to learn about its rich history and culture, which makes the York Castle Museum another fun and interesting place to visit. This museum is awesome for the entire family as there is something that each person will enjoy. Within the museum, you will find Kirkgate, which is a full-sized replica of a Victorian street. There is a police station, schoolroom, pharmacy, and even sweet shop that you can wander around in. Kirkgate residents will also be roaming around the streets and shops ready to answer questions and explain what life was like in York. York Castle Museum was actually once the courthouse and prison which you can still visit today. Here you can learn about the lives of the real-life prisoners through holograms who actually lived within the cells. Ready to fill your time in York? If you're looking for a fun thing to do or a beautiful thing to see, then York is one of the best cities to go to. Plus, you can walk across the entire city in a short amount of time as long as you don't get distracted by all of the awesome things York has to offer. If you're looking for a house removal company for your next big move, call onevan1man.com.